Hi everybody, I'm here to ask you a question. Can nanotechnology advancements lead us to living healthier and more sustainably on Earth? My claim is that with enough oversight and scientific testing, these nanotechnologies can be used safely and effectively. If you remember from a video we saw last week, nanotechnology is the manipulation of materials on an atomic and molecular scale. But one of the biggest concerns with using nanotechnology is that we are unaware of the consequences, both long-term and short-term, with introducing them to the market. For instance, if you remember, I told you a story last week about microbeads and how they've been banned in bath products. According to Forbes magazine, January 9th, 2016, President Obama signed into law the Microbead-Free Waters Act of 2015 because scientists found they were harming the environment. Our wastewater treatment plants aren't designed to filter out particles as small as 1 millimeter to 1 micrometer. Along those regulatory lines, the FDA, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, their mission is to provide consumers with updates and protect us from scams and dangerous products and make sure clinical trials of new drugs and foods and other products are ethical and scientifically proven to be safe for the purpose they serve. They have found that recent scientific and biomedical advances, like gene therapies and nanotechnologies, that promise great improvement to our lives, haven't seen their capabilities affect our day-to-day lives because there is a large gap in how these technologies can be used in therapies while still protecting public health. The FDA's TMAP, Technology Modernization Action Plan, is being used to modernize the FDA's computer hardware, software, data, and analytics to make sure these new technologies and therapies can be brought to our day-to-day lives in the public market safely and effectively. Some people say using nanotechnology inside the human body to manipulate and change things, whether it's using the technology known as CRISPR to edit genes or genetically modified foods, GMOs, we're trying to play God and it won't work out well. Researchers in Berlin have made important progress in this area. They have produced tiny nanoparticles designed to specifically target cancer cells, both in petri dishes and animal molecules. The researchers have attached dye molecules to the nanotechnology antigens. These dye particles emit near the infrared spectrum of light and can be seen penetrating the tissue. This way, the microscope's imaging can see the way the nanoparticles distribute and attack the tumor cells. These nanoparticles are peed out without harming the body. If particles are too small, they're filtered out in the blood in just a few hours, too limited of an impact. And if these particles are too big, they can accumulate in the spleen, liver, or lungs. The exact size of 3 nanometers attached to the tumor cells has proven to distribute correctly and to stay with the tumor cells the correct amount of time. And finally, there is an initiative called the NNI, the National Nanotechnology Initiative, that was started in the late 1980s to answer 2 questions. How can nanotechnology help address the challenges of sustainability? And 2, how can nanotechnology be developed in a sustainable manner? The NNI is tracking nanotechnology advances for the environment, water, food, minerals, and climate. And they issue a report for each of these areas that analyze the challenges, the demands, the current status, and barriers that are influencing solutions to these problems. So as you have heard from my sources, Nano Magazine News from 2/24/20, the FDA's website, and the article, Nanotechnology for Sustainability, many invested stakeholders are developing imaging, computer hardware and software, and oversight bodies to roll out nanotechnology advancements with our safety in mind. So I hope you believe nanotechnology can be used for a healthier and more sustainable Earth with enough oversight and scientific testing. Thank you.